Hello guys, welcome back. Throughout this section, we are going to learn about functions. So what is a function? So what function basically do? Function performs a particular task. Okay. So basically every function performs a particular task. Every program has at least one function. Okay. So we have already written so many programs till now, isn't it? So in every program we at least have one function. So what does this mean? Every function has which thing in common? Yeah, most of you may have guessed the main function is common. See, the name itself indicates that it's a function, main function. Okay, so the main function is a function. So without the main function there is no output for the C programming. So every program has at least one function, that is main, and each function performs a particular task. So we used main function sometimes to calculate addition, sometimes to print an output. So we have written so many programs in order to get a task complete. So every function performs a particular task. Okay, so main function is a function that includes in every program. The next comes function declaration. So what is a declaration? Basically, declaration is nothing but for suppose we take an array, we declare an array, right? How do we declare an array? We declare an array since we have already completed the array and have taken it as example because we have just completed the arrays. So how to declare an array? Data type, array name, and array size. In the same way, function has certain rules to declare. A function has its name, return type, and parameter. Okay, and inside a function there is a particular code which do a specific task. As we already told in the previous slide, every function performs a particular task. So function has its name, return type, and parameters. Okay, so what is the syntax? Syntax is nothing but first we'll write a return type. So what? Okay, in the next slide I will explain what these represents. Okay, basically, so this is the simple syntax. First thing is return type, the second thing is function name, the third thing is parameters. So inside this function there is a particular code which do a particular task. So the terminology. So what is a return type? A function returns a particular value. Okay, so the value, if the value is an integer, then the return type is called an int. If the value is a floating point, the return type would be float. If it is a character, the return type would be char. Okay, and what is a function name? Every function has its name. Main function has a name called main. It is a fixed thing. Main is a fixed, but we declare a function name as per our requirement. Okay, we can name it anything. The function name, we can name the function name as anything we want. And the parameters are passed to the function. Okay, so each parameter is used in order to execute the code which we want inside the function. So basically, okay guys, don't worry about the terminology and how to declare a function, because in further lectures we are going to implement the functions on Dev C++. Then it is very clear for you guys how to perform the functions like a hands-on. Okay, so you guys will get more clarity by seeing the lectures. Okay, further lectures. So the next thing is function calling. So we have two types, call by value and call by reference. If we call the function by a value, then we call it's a call by value. And if we call a function by reference, which means by its address, then we call it as call by reference. No need to worry. We'll discuss all these things in detail in further lectures. The next thing is scopes. So local variables and global variables. So if we declare variables inside a particular function, then it is called local variable, because that declared variable can be accessed only inside that particular function. In the same way, if we declare the variables out of the functions, like above the functions, which we do not include in any functions, then these are called global variables. These can be used throughout the program. So I am also going to discuss it in detail in later on lectures. So guys, this is about this lecture. This is the brief introduction on the functions, which we are going to discuss every point to point in the upcoming lectures. So that's it for today's lecture. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.